Hi everybody, it's AfroMonkey, and I'm once again in my Sky Factory world. I've been pretty busy the last couple of days playing offline, building a few things to help me process some ores, and also fully integrate this whole fluid storage as part of the ME network. I've taken it so that my water, my, what is that? I know this. Destabilized redstone, lava, and mob essence are all stored within the ME network. The destabilized redstone, it's kind of dangerous for me to store it in the ME network because I'm using that to power some generators, and if my power dips down and my ME network stops working, then my generators stop getting fuel. It's doubly dangerous because right now I have so much stuff hooked up to my power network that I have to keep fuel in the high temperature furnace or generator in order to keep everything going. So one of my next projects that I have to do pretty soon is build a more robust energy system, which I think I'm gonna use the redstone generators for. But right now I have no drums on the entire map. Everything's being stored in here, which is just lovely because it allows me to do so much extra stuff. I've also built this stuff, which are grinders, which also are utilizing heavily the ME network. And basically there's one for each type of metal that, like the base metals or whatever. And what I can do is right there, let's grab all this crap, and I'll grab some of this for my demonstration in a second. Any of these, and basically let's drop these in there. That gravel and sand from the iron gets put into or exported by this ME interface, which goes into this grinder. So it's grinding that up. It's giving me, I think it's pulverized iron, just not pulverized iron ore, but just pulverized iron. But also pulverizing iron produces, I think, ferrous, which is nickel. And basically just processing that and feeding it back into the ME network. So it's in here somewhere. There it is. So yes, just pulverized iron. And also with the pulverized iron ore, I make those into iron ore dust, which I can feed into the ME network. And then also with the ME network, I have some smelters set up, which are feeding lava into this Certus tank, which is feeding it into the smeltery. The ore is going in, being melted down, which is going into this casting basin, forming blocks, and then the item duct is basically pulling the block out, putting it back into the ME interface, and that's going back into the network. So not completely automated ore processing, but automated enough that it's not a chore, because the grinding or the pulverizing and the smelting was all manual before, and it took a lot of time, and I just didn't have that kind of time and also be able to do other cool stuff. So yeah, that's what I've been up to the last couple of days. I do have another project that I want to work on, which is making a, where is it? ME crafting terminal. So basically this is just like the ME terminal, except it has a crafting grid in it, so I can craft items from within the ME inventory right in the terminal, which is very convenient because right now if I'm crafting something, I go here, grab the items I need, and come over here to this crafting table or crafting station, craft the items, and then have to often go back and forth because I always forget something. I have most of the components that I need for that here. because, you know, how I like to try to plan ahead and usually fail miserably. As a side note, I've been using this trash can over here to take items that are just single stack items like bows and armor and stuff like that and destroy them. If you use this method, do not put if you have a golden bag of holding, into the trash can, because you cannot get it back. And I've done this at least 3 times and have to remake all the items that were in that. And I'm not entirely sure if I got all of the items. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to grab that because one of the oh, where'd it go? There it is. One of the ingredients for this is an access terminal. So go here, crafting table. I think it was 2 glass. The access terminal goes there, and then the storage cell there, and we have a crafting terminal, which we will put here. Alright, that rebooted, and there we go. That will make life so much easier, although it does drop down the number of rows you have to access in the inventory, but that's fine. You know, we still can access everything. And on one last note, all this time I've been kind of going without any direction in Sky Factory, and I knew that's not the way it was intended to be played. Bacon Donut, the guy who created Sky Factory, has this list of achievements that you can get, and basically it serves as a makeshift guide to how you're supposed to play Sky Factory. Well, not supposed to, but it gives you some indication of a direction you should go when you're starting out. And I actually totally disregarded it, not intentionally, but what ended up happening is this book is the achievement book, and it has all the achievements that you can do in Sky. Well, not all of them, but basically the outline of achievements. And you know, following this, like the first tier, the first thing you do is build a cobblestone generator, which I ended up doing. Then build an automated cobblestone generator, which I ended up doing, and infest trees with silkworms, craft a sieve, collect rainwater in an oak barrel. I was doing all these things, but some of them I wasn't, and then some of them, you know, I didn't even know about. But basically, I didn't. Well, I won't say I didn't have this. I had it, but when I originally read the book, I don't think I even got past this page. Yeah. If I'd just gone a couple of pages further, I would have seen that the challenges were here and, you know, had a little bit more direction. But if you're playing Sky Factory, this is a great resource to have. Also, I know that Bacon Donut is currently in the process of beta testing Sky Factory 2, which I really want to play. It's a bit more challenging, although it's debatable because it will also have an achievement book, which, you know, will give some direction that I hadn't had before. So I'm kind of torn on whether I am going to continue with this playthrough of Sky Factory 1, or if I'm just going to go ahead and close out this series and move on to Sky Factory 2. I haven't really made a decision yet, but regardless, there's still going to be a couple more episodes of Sky Factory 1 going on before Sky Factory 2, because like I said, he's still in beta testing. I really don't want to start a series on it until it's at least somewhat stable, which I believe from the time I'm recording this, he's releasing it to the public in 2 days. But I know I was watching him stream some of his beta testing, and he still has some issues to work out. He's working with various mod developers to work out some of the issues to get the experience the way that he wants. And totally appreciate that, because I hate when you play a mod pack and the mods aren't playing nice with each other and you can't exactly do what the mod pack designer wanted you to do. So take as much time as you need. But yeah, I'm so torn on whether or not because I feel that people are enjoying the Sky Factory 1 series, and I think they'd really enjoy Sky Factory 2 because it is a lot more challenging. Like, the default vanilla recipes are gone. Dunsky. Well, not all of them, but I think for like tools. So in order to craft tools, you have to use Tinkerer's Construct, which I would use Tinkerer's Construct a lot more if I couldn't craft regular tools, because it's just easier to craft regular tools. I mean, that's just how it is. But if I'm forced to use Tinkerer's Construct, then of course I'm going to use it to craft tools. So, like I said, I'm very, very torn. But I think ultimately I will progress a little bit more. I'll try to get more of the achievements done before I wrap up this series. But I think it's when Sky Factory 2 is released and stable, I'm probably gonna switch over. It will suck because I feel that I've made a lot of progress, but I've made a lot of progress to get to where just stuff is automated and not necessarily doing a lot of cool nifty stuff, and that sucks. And if I start Sky Factory 2, I'll start back with my 1 block of dirt and 1 tree, but I think in the long run it'll just be better because I'll just enjoy it more. I don't know. Also, there's a lot of new cool mods in Sky Factory 2 from what I've seen. I'm on the fence on how much I'm going to watch, like his streams, on whether, you know, where he's beta testing. I did watch for a good bit last night, but that was mostly him troubleshooting a particular mod issue, but it just looks so neat and I really want to play that. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling now, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Bye.